Go, Adriana, whenever you're ready.
Thank you very much, Leandro, and thank you all for attending this meeting, and CD for organizing it with us in WHO. So I will continue with Ying Ling's presentation, and here you have we have a list of personal protective equipment that is used or related equipment that is used for COVID. It is all in the WHO website, and we have the face shield, the respirator, as Ying was saying, the mask, and both types of masks. But we have other things like gloves and gowns and scrubs that are also personal protective equipment. I just thought that this slide was important because us as biomedical engineers were always thinking of the big CT scanner, the big MRIs, but in reality, a key medical device, and it's indispensable, it is the face, the mask. So this is a picture from 1960, and this is a recent picture, as you all can see. And then since then, the mask has been a really important element for our healthcare provision. So sometimes we say, oh, that is not important because it's very simple, but now the whole world is upside down because we don't have the masks, and we need to ensure a good masks of good quality. So that's why I thought it was important to bring this issue to all our attention as clinical engineers, biomedical engineers. So as you remember, this was this is based on WHO wants to have more 1 billion protected from health emergencies, and this is exactly the issue that we're living today. Many people, they said, well, no, protective equipment is not a medical device. Yes, it is a medical device. It is regulated by regulatory authorities as a medical device. And here you have other medical devices that are also other types of medical devices. But yes, we do have the mask as such. If you're using just a cloth mask that is non-medical, that is not considered a medical device and in some regulatory authorities. So that would be the main difference. As Ying said, these are the regulatory requirements. They're all in this web link, so you can download the web link. So it's a link to the disease commodity package version 5. But here you have everything like the regulatory process, but also the standards that they will have to comply. No, so we have the mask, the face shield, the respirator, and they are all in the WHO website. And for all of you that you have these slides, you can go through them in a more detailed way. I would not like to spend time in it because I think Ying has made an explanation of all of them. And just please remember, some of these are European standards or American standards or international standards. And we even have now the Chinese standards, among others. And then you can have your national standards that were based on these international standards. And these are the ones that we use in WHO to approve or not procurement. I would like to share with you also 2 other documents that would be very important. And this document that is called Rational Use of Personal Protective Equipment, that is the most downloaded, I put it here, most downloaded document in WHO, about 0.5 million downloads of only that document. That document actually tells you who has to use what and where. So for healthcare workers, for public and so. But this guidance is will be available. There is new updated guidance coming up in WHO. It was not ready for today, but it will be in a few, maybe a week time. So, but the link will remain the same. So please download it. And then this is advice on the use of masks. All of these were on last update in the 6th of April. And please note that any new evidence comes up, then all this guidance is changed by WHO. We have a group of experts that are continuously updating all this. And as Ying said, now we have to get other standards or other regulatory approvals, etc. I wanted to mention that, as Ying said, now standards that were not freely available, now they're freely available. So we're very happy that international organizations have taken the position of putting these freely available so that everybody can consult them. So please consult them. And there are new EU regulations, and Leandro maybe can want to talk about it, but this was just released 30th of March. And there are new regulations from the FDA, for example, on the 20th in April. So that means there are new regulations coming almost every week. So we really need to be looking into that and to be updating depending on the availability of products, the new evidence that comes available, and also the production and the emergency use only. I want to mention about the sterilization of reuse of masks. This has been a major issue. And so the FDA, for example, they published the re-sterilization of, and the reuse and the sterilization of N95 masks. So this is done, and I put here the links. This is done by specific sterilizers like Sterad or Steris. Some of them, they are already, or Battelle. So all these were approved already to be re-sterilize N95, but it takes about 5 or 6 hours. So it is not easy, and it's the special sterilizers. I wanted to talk about local production because we're getting lots of questions about local production. So this is an example of local production in Ghana. And there are all kinds of local productions. Some are for non-medical masks, some other for medical masks, etc. And I just wanted to show you this because we were talking with Yingling. She helped me with the Ebola project. And we saw this innovation and we wanted to share with you. This is a face shield that contains the filter on the top, and it has light and a filter on top, so you can wash everything, even in chlorine, and reuse it over and over again. And this is called the Tiki mask. This is an example of innovation. We have the call open for innovative products. As you all know, we have the Compendium of Innovative Technologies. This is self-donning gown. This was a protective equipment for Ebola, but now we're using some of these innovations now for COVID, and we have opened the call for innovations. So you can send here your products, and we will assess them and put them in the website. As you know, we have to look into innovation. We have to make decisions of what to put in the compendium or not. And then we have to make sure that it is cleared by regulatory authorities, and then be able to use it in the settings, but also have a very, very, very dedicated post-market surveillance to find if anything is going wrong. This is what we did for Ebola, and we also are doing it for COVID. We want better equipment for all of you, all of us as healthcare workers, but mostly thinking of the patient. Thank you very much.